Hey everybody. So anybody been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? I stopped several seasons ago because of that Martell situation. It was more so a little toxic, and I found it to be abusive. And hold on. I couldn't understand why he was still on the show after all of those abusive traits he displayed. Well, it seems now Mel's leaving the show. I love that for her. She should have left a long time ago. I'm not a millimeter or anything, but I would say Mel carried the show. And with that caused a lot of jealousy. So from a clip I saw of the reunion, because I don't watch it anymore, it was a little too toxic. And I saw Kimmy getting active. When Kimmy would never call Martell out on his mess, if we were friends, that would have never been an issue. She always placed her loyalty over Maurice's friendship with Martell than she did for Girl Code or her relationship with Mel. The simple fact that Carlos King kept him on that show. The revenge porn. The making the baby on her. The threats, the harassment. The trying to take her children away from her. Allegedly accusing her brother of assaulting those children, or because he was gay, could potentially assault those children. That whole situation was abuse. And to say anything else was otherwise. Whether you like her or not, none of that was needed. And to be honest, the show hasn't been good in seasons. I don't care what they're trying to put out. What we loved about the show was that they had a mission. They were doing things in the community. And then they came together, even with a little bit of drama. It was like there was a purpose, there was a mission with a little bit of drama. And enjoyed about the show. But it seems like the whole cast is everybody against Mel. And Destiny should have never been back. That was the most trifling relationship. Let me tell you something. I know everybody don't like the way, whatever her name is, Sunny did Destiny. But to be honest, after how Destiny turned on Mel when things didn't go her way and told her business, I was happy, if that was a true storyline, that everything that girl did to her. Because if you're not a friend to someone who thinks you're their friend, how do you expect someone to be a friend to you? If you're supposed to be my friend, there should be a boundary. I'm crying on your shoulder. I'm telling you my business. And you have more loyalty to this man. And not saying you can't be his friend too, right? But you didn't have to be the middleman and create a relationship with the woman that tore my family apart. And the fact that you don't understand that. No. So everything that came to you, if it was real, you earned and you deserved. And anything else is thoughts and shows what you're talking about. Like, I guess supposedly LeBerick supposedly was abusive or whatever. Seemed like he didn't want Destiny from the jump. If he was abusive, why did you push the marriage and push the baby and all of that? It seemed like he left you and you wanted him, but he was abusive. So whatever that storyline has, whatever you gotta do to feed your kid. With that being said, Kimmy, I would say I'm disappointed in Kimmy, but I've seen it coming for seasons. Kimmy always plays to be the nice girl. Always. And everybody likes old, poor, simple Kimmy. But if you look at it, her and Maurice have never had anything going on except for that first, when Kyle came into play. They haven't had anything going on the show, so why not team up on the one person that nobody really likes anyway? You know, because even though there's been a truce, you know, Tisha and Marceau don't really, well, Tisha don't really like Mel. Do I think Mel is innocent? No. Do I think the producers do a lot to keep the mess going? Yep. Do I think Mel is doing right by leaving the show? Yes, and she should have left a long time ago. I know you want to hold on and you don't want to feel like I'm throwing something away that I worked hard for. This is my baby. But what Mel created in the beginning, I know, say Martell, whatever, even though he hasn't really done anything since they separated. So we all know it was Mel. But what you created, that show is not that now. I don't even know what projects they're working on. We ain't been to no sites. Even if it was a comeback group or a new group, they're doing nothing. And at the end of the day, everybody in it for a check. Because without those checks, we'd be back to struggling with these businesses. Because if the businesses outside of, like, they say Marceau and Tisha doing what they're doing. I haven't looked it up to see. But with the others, if everything was as lucrative as they say it is, they wouldn't have to throw people under the bus that the producers want them to do. Now, my thing is, what producers? You know? What producers? Why is everybody coming for one person? Even new people. That don't make sense. Are the producers Carlos King? Or are they like associate producers? So after watching Mel's live via someone else, it gave a lot of clarity on what's going on. And it really does make sense. But that clip that I saw of Kimmy, it was just ugly. It was just ugly. And even though I knew she wasn't innocent and sweet like she was pretending to be, I didn't think she was that low. It spoke of jealousy and trying to have a moment. So, I'm glad Mel's leaving. I'm glad I stopped watching. And so I guess now they can bring coleslaw on. And it can turn into the heartfelt trash of a show that it's been trying to be. It's been working towards for years. Because now that you don't have anybody else to beat up on, nobody else really. I mean, maybe Trisha and Ken. That whole dynamic, if you're looking for drama, with Martell on it, where he shouldn't even have a job. But where's the business aspect? Where's the building in the community? You know? Where's the black excellence, the black power? All they do is fight. Throw shots, throw shade. And it's more shade than work. We ain't seen nobody work. So, yeah, I'm not going to be gaslit into thinking that this is such a great show. The show has declined over years. And I'm glad I stopped watching. And that's probably it. Because I want to say a little more about Carlos King. But I'm just thinking, what Candy was saying about him is kind of playing in my head. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not him she was talking about, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know how things work, but it just don't seem like all these nasty scenarios were being set up without his knowledge. Maybe they were. Time will tell. Mel says she's doing a live tonight, but I don't have TikTok, so y'all transfer it to YouTube and let me know.